In this video, I'm going to be telling you about a music video shoot that I was recently able to be a part of, and my experience with that as a filmmaker, getting the shots and compiling them in a way to get something like this.
You're gonna be rapping?
Oh, you're rapping, dog.
I'm rapping.
Rapping.
Okay, so I'm gonna be at 23.98, so that it's gonna be like real time.
Should I be looking at the mirror or? What's up?
Behind the scenes.
Shout out Henry for pulling up.
Perfect.
I think
can we get
it's gonna be super duper fire.
This will not be about editing or which camera I use, but I want to tell you guys about how I made this story. Stay tuned to see these beautiful shots and some behind the scenes insight. If you are new here, I make videos about social media topics, my filmmaking gigs and the behind the scenes of those, and filmmaking tips. So if you have not already, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to this channel if you want more content like this. Now, for this specific music video shoot, I was not actually the DP or director of photography, the person that films the actual music video. I was the behind the scenes filmmaker for this shoot. It was with Trey. You guys might have seen him in previous footage that I've used where we go on a photo shoot or where I go to his photo exhibit, things like that. He has been a close creative friend of mine for a couple of years now. He is very talented in many different forms of art, and this time, he made some music. This song is called 365, which is his first single that he has on SoundCloud currently that you can go and stream right now. Now, this shoot took a couple of weeks to process with production and things like that, getting permission to film at the location that we did, which was a house. Now, I'm not exactly sure whose house this was. The producer and director, Larry, is the one who got this figured out for Trey and the set crew. I basically just showed up to the set and started recording and trying to tell a story about this. Which, if I'm completely honest, doing that and that approach and not being just the guy that shoots the music video, I prefer that. That's the kind of work that I want to do. I enjoy having control over pretty much everything that there is to making a film that is just not production. So if you guys like to do that as well, like pick up your camera and go and tell a story and edit it and all of those things, then this might be the video that you like as well. We have that in common. And also, if any of you guys like DIY things, this is literally the epitome of that because we are in someone's backyard for this music video as well as their front yard. It starts in the backyard though, with a bunch of foliage, and foliage being, this greenery, these trees, and it was just full of that type of stuff. Which makes sense because Trey really wanted to get that approach in his music video because it was a seasons type of storyline that he wanted to use for this song, which made sense. Trey was thoughtful enough to bring some pizza, which was awesome, so thank you for the awesome pizza. And there was also some sodas and like an ice chest of different drinks. I thought that the way that Larry was directing this first scene was kind of reminiscent and parallel to what Trey would have wanted to do in the first place, because Trey likes these abstract types of ways of storytelling, and Larry had the idea of using a mirror to frame Trey in a few of the shots that we used for the first scenes. The way that he described it is kind of a frame within a frame of revealing the type of environment that we were in.
So what's the idea for this shot? So Trey's just going to be performing. It's going to be like a combination shot of like establishing of the foliage. Okay. So we're going to get a good location, but then we're also going to be revealing him kind of rapping once he appears in the mirror. So it's kind of like introspective.
Once we were really able to set that up, which took a few minutes, we were just trying to get the angles right. So once Larry was able to do that, and Ryan, who was the DP or director of photography, he was setting up his Blackmagic camera to angle it in a way where you could see Trey's face inside of the mirror, if that makes any sense. Once we got that, it was go time, and Trey got in the Trey-zist zone, meaning this dude went off on his rapping and killed it. He killed this performance, even not doing that many takes. Before I show you guys this sequence of Trey just going off, I want to know from you guys down below. You that are watching this video, if you make YouTube videos, have you ever considered doing other creative work besides just YouTube and having that influence other creatives around your area? Being the filmmaker of the behind the scenes, I'm over here running around in every which way of corners that I can, getting tight angles and wide shots, establishing what's going on and showing him in this process of being filmed for this music video, as well as Ryan and Larry trying to direct a sequence of events. That way it made sense for the kind of story that they were telling with this foliage, showing the different types of colors of leaves to show the seasons and things like that. One of the things that Trey is also really good at is maintaining brand aesthetic. He made sure to, like, well, of course, be himself and bring this awesome outfit that he looks dope in, but he also made sure to bring his Trey's Black Propaganda World Citizen hat, which I'm sure will end up being kind of a staple in this video and Trey's branding in itself. So yeah, enough of me kind of rambling. I want to show you guys a little snippet of what it was like to edit this footage, because you can record a bunch of footage, but editing it is a matter of the storytelling process when you have just a bunch of footage and you don't know what to do with it. So this is one way that I approach that.
TX to NM, I'm winning, no sinning, just feeling the vibe. Left side tribe is where I reside, so you know the sun will rise when I open my eyes. We just try and provide the best days of our lives, and we do it with the shine that we got from the skies. Energize my fucking mind, feel the soul that's trapped inside. Pray and meditate, you never live a life that you despise. Realize your third eye, we race against time, and you know we gon' climb to the gates of divine beings, cause I'm seeing no ceilings, universal meaning in these words I'm speaking. So just feel these feelings and count your breathing. Just count your breathing. Just count your breathing.
So that's how the backyard shooting went. It was quite successful. We got a bunch of different angles, a really dope job of cinematography by Ryan and his Blackmagic setup. Yeah, it was a really nice process. We take a little walk to the front yard and get establishing shots of the house and whatnot, and just different angles. Once we got to this point, setting up the camera for new shots, we were kind of just able to take a second. And as the filmmaker of this project, I was like, I should get some talking points of Trey and Larry, and I wasn't able to get some of Ryan because he was busy getting other shots for the music video itself. But I do think that that could be a takeaway for all of us, including myself, is that when you are getting any type of shots to explain the story behind something, that it is really good to get some talking points of the artists themselves or the director or anyone like that to see what they think about the art itself, instead of just your point of view for how you're directing your own film for it.
What is the direction of this video?
So the direction of this video, I think it's pretty self-explanatory with the 365. It's kind of like his introspection and what he goes through that like 365 days of the year. So we kind of went that direction with the seasons, and that's where we're using a lot of the foliage. We're using a lot of like dead trees, a lot of dead plants and like branches and stuff to symbolize like the fall. And then we have the prettier stuff kind of like rebelling back. And then we have the prettier stuff kind of like rebelling back to the spring, that direction.
Yeah.
If anything, the two biggest things that you will get out of that is, well, more credibility from the artists themselves, showing that, yeah, this is their work and I am here to help them make their vision come to life. But the best part about this is storytelling, and this really helps evolve that into a way that is fulfilling to everyone involved, because when you are making a movie of any kind, you really want to display a feeling of emotion towards your audience. And I actually use these talking points or talking headshots as a kind of voiceover sequence to have a climactic ending and a fulfilling, well, three-part narrative. Yeah, and I think that the entire project, including the music video that is still being edited, I think it really brought everything to light. Slowly starting to get back into these kinds of client projects, but yeah, this is one of those things that I really want to start making episodic for this channel. I hope you guys have enjoyed, I hope you have gotten some value out of this, and if you did, make sure to leave that comment down below. Have a good day or night, and I will see you in the next video.
The sunrise, like 365 days, a sunshine, open eyes till the sun dies, the sunrise.